script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Red Raiders will kick it away to start. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. A first down for the offense. They think there's room to run to the right here. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Running back searching for a hole. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. The Tigers, dating to the days of shoot, Jordan, and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Going to the running game. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there. Just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He fires to the left side. And he intercepts it. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Fighting off the defender. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this group going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year. All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Monumental time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
Might be looking to run. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Yeah, and the QB decided to limit himself. He got a little bit of pressure, you can see, and decided to take off, scramble, and couldn't get the first down. And now it's fourth down decision time. No matter where it is on the field or what the distance is, you know there's a chance we still might go for it.
After putting up a 3-spot in the kickoff unit, set to go. Fair catch called for and made. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. And every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football.
Caught at the 25. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6. Ready to try and point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that replay scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Had to settle for the
chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. And the Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. That Auburn offense onto the field again. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
The end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Auburn 7, Texas Tech 3.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The give to the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
On the play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
Get set.
On 3rd down, going up top. Flips it out to the back. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
Hey, nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. Looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find it, hit it, let him do the rest. Good job.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Quick release on the RPO.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. Oh, he dropped it. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Runs through the tackle. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Pulls and fired complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the Tigers will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic with his feet. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Quarterbacks there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. A lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that 1st down marker is. Great job going to get that 1st down. New set of downs.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, they'll run it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They'll go right back to him. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Tigers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide out in motion. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. A little screen to the running back. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, running back, looking for room. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And decision decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it back in.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Arizona is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Teddy Bruschi had a hand in getting this kid to Tucson, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? They're trailing by just 4 to Army. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here.
Open runway ahead. The 30. Inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Red Raider.
Number 25.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And they did tack on the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One way, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball back. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Texas Tech.
Eight-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
42 Spider.
He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. There's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn. James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes. And it's just a physical mindset of Auburn. And they're always that team that wants to run the football.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Cricket.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, that D-tackle's a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. This guy can throw it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. Can anyone catch it? Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
And coming into the game, you stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on their offense power than they walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get it stopped? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Second down coming up. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. At the 45, on its way. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. And he'll step across the sideline after making a good gain on that one. The Red Raiders want to move quickly. They'll try the run. On the move is the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. The jet sweep pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He's an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that saddle.
Direct snap. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got his man.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, third and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these third downs.
The Red Raiders will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to flip balls and tight windows. Great job play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Out of the backfield, he's open. Right midfield, he's got room. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get some touches in this game.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Still on his feet. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Nothing to do with the football and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket. And a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The give to the tailback. Runs through a tackle. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. Fair catch called for and made. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They won't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. He'll fire to his right. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. On to attempt the try. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Oklahoma State is down, but they are not out. Not inside Boone Pickens Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Duke. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Leaves it with the back. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll give it to the back. Show it off. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He fires it out to the right. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Unloads to the right. And the pass is intercepted.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball in his spot. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best play?
All kinds of running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. For the quarterback. Oh, they knock it free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
RPO complete to open the drive. Lowers those pads. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
How nice is it as a quarterback that you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
From the gun, running back on the move.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. When they put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback will audible. They'll run it from the gun. Shakes off the defender. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Bug league windshield. That's what happens when you have a big running back like this. You just see people bounce off. He just breaks tackles, continues to keep his feet moving. You better get all 11 guys to the football if you want to get him to the ground.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. They go into the creative space, giving it to the wide receiver. The Tigers will move the sticks.
Really nice job by the OC. Great job plotting, probing, figuring out what you need to do to get first down. That's all that matters. 3rd down conversions at the end of the day is a stat that all coaches look at because it has a lot to do with how much success you have offensively or defensively.
They'll run the jet sweep, making the defense go sideline to sideline. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Defense was prepared, and I'm really impressed by the eye discipline right now. That's not easy to do. It's not easy to locate that receiver coming across in motion with good timing and getting the jet sweep, but they were ready for that play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He tries to take the top off. He's got it down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as it stopped at the 18. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this one.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those times.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Quarterback extends the play. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there. Picks up a few. They'll force him out of bounds.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Auburn 24, Texas Tech 17.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. steps away to find some room. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Red Raiders want to crank the tempo.
Defense has to do a better job affecting the quarterback, guys, on money downs. Third down, you've got to be able to affect him, and the pass pro that time was just way too good.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Give them 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down and 2nd and 5. They'll go to the toss. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
I'm loving this offense mixing the toss plays in their game plan. And what these tosses are going to do, it's going to set up a play-action opportunity where they can fake the toss and try to take a shot downfield.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Rides to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this team tackling. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. We saw all of his ability on that last week.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Fires to the big fella. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy is not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
This time they'll go to the running game. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Snap it to the back. Just steamrolling the defense.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Lining up to add another. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer. You've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but you can't do it and force the incompletion. You've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback is able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Takes the easy completion. Ripping through the defense. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The defense calls a timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Guys, this is the kind of finish we hope for. Tie game. Offense with a chance to grab the lead in the waning moments. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
2-9 Philly.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal.
22 Spider. Let's go.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's right down the boulevard. You understand the celebration after taking the lead, guys, but this thing is not over yet. They were able to get a field goal on board, and now they'll kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. They'll go with the direct snap. Across the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep his third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long. Now you're set up to fail.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly complete. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Direct snap. Got enough for the first down. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
From the 30-yard line on first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires left. Throws it in. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. Huge moment coming here as they try to punch it in and quiet this crazy, raucous crowd. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they've got the lead in the final minutes.
And how about this QB coming up clutch in a big moment? Gotta have it. You've dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make the catch, take the lead with seconds remaining on the clock.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth.
That makes the score. Texas Tech, 31. Auburn, 27.
They'll try to pin them back for this kickoff and then have the defense with the finishing touches on a win. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. To waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's going to pass. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. It's complete. A huge pickup. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollock, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.